way to start the video.
Yeah.
Just screaming, God, what we're doing. Assuming the audio is actually on. Probably. Hopefully. Hello,
Is it?
future listeners. I am going off the assumption it is. If it isn't, then we're just talking nothing and whatever.
Solid light is on, right?
It is, but it's been so long. I forget how this works. It's been a whole 2 weeks.
I don't remember what I'm doing in this game. I'm supposed to go somewhere.
So, welcome to the Podigious live stream. I'm Jeff. This is Ashley.
This is me.
Ashley is the one playing. I'm the one sitting here.
Being like, what am I supposed to do? Player, does that tell me stuff? Case. Current case is none. Jeff looks perturbed.
Try and remember other side of headphones I should get.
Jeff has too many headphones.
No, I'm just like, should I wear the heavy duty editing ones? Like, they're kind of a pain to juggle the heavy duty editing ones while with other headphones.
I hate that it's like, go see Mira if you never know
Yeah,
what to
this is
do, and she never helps you. It's terrible. Alright, let's just...
I remember her being more helpful, but...
I feel like anytime I talk to her, she was just like...
Okay, it seems like it's working, but we need to tweet it out, right?
I do not know.
So look up how to do this. I mean, that explains I know it's here. For now.
Broadway on fire! Something is wrong with the Broadway air conditioner. Broadway first floor, let's do it. Let's do it to it.
No. I'm just saying no.
Yeah. Don't you hate on my references?
I did make a folder somewhere of images to use when we start the stream.
Wow. Like with our branding? No.
No.
Stolen from the internet.
It's the promotional images. I mean, they're made to be stolen. They wouldn't be any less stolen if we added our branding to them. I mean, I don't think they're stolen. I don't think they're stealing in the first place. Which one should I use?
It's too hot in her. So take off all your clothes.
I think that the Agumon and Gabumon ones are good for like schedule. Like, oh, we're going to have the stream later. Yeah. We're peeking around the corner. Actually, we're going live now.
What does the boyfriend have to do with the heat being too high here? Okay, good. Glad you acknowledge that. Gotta tap on my wrist for a notification. I'm keep being afraid it's gonna be like Tony being like, stop playing your out of tune violin. Shut up.
You know you're talking to the world and people have no idea who Tony is, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Tony is our what I'm not good at improv. I haven't done improv in 10 plus
so
years.
Clearly lying.
Tony is our I'm so bad at improv. All I can is like the only image that's taking place that's solidifying in my mind is
two different things. This is
landlord.
one thing. I'm gonna click
oh
the
yeah, I
second
forgot about
one
that bug. The bug is just that it's the option 1 is running on for 2 lines.
So there's a hidden option.
Presumably. I mean that's the most logical explanation of what's going on there. What do I say in this tweet?
Is this a separate mission? Didn't we already do this? I'm so confused.
All the missions are the same.
All the missions are the same. Maybe I did the non-order. Now I've ruined it. Broke it. Kitty.
I don't know if the mic's picked up the cat meowing. It just sounds like you're randomly screaming at a cat.
Kitty!
I assume.
It's fine. come here. Do not take my order. I'm a poor person. No neck, jumping. No neck, jumping. Ugh, is this what we're supposed to be doing? Let's just listen to this. Let's just listen to this and run around and beat up some Digimon. Beat up on you, that's fine. Oh, maybe I should have healed the Salama. It's fine. Oh, you're gonna put like a different Digimon? It's gonna be some fire Digimon? I really don't remember.
Wow, this is a level analysis. We're gonna fight a fire Digimon? Ooh.
Ooh la la. Caramon, what's up? Don't kill my Saruman. Don't you do it.
Did we think about schedule in terms of eating dinner, actually? If we're doing this for more than an hour.
You'll live. Yes, Saruman. Oh yeah.
The problem is there are so few puns I can think of that involve rhymes on Sleuth. I mean, like the list of words that rhyme with it is like there are a couple common words, so it seems like they're fruitful. But, I mean, there's booth, sleuth, truth, youth, uncouth, vermouth. But like there aren't really many actual like phrases that use those.
Use your imagination, Jeffrey.
Mary posted it, but I posted
oh my god, look, we're fighting a fire Digimon.
I posted it with the same pun that I title my own streams. So,
wow. You're unoriginal.
Can't handle the
Sleuth. Yeah, I know it is. Crap, crap, crackle, pop. He's gonna kick my butt, isn't it? Let me see you get my butt kicked. What's a human doing here? You think I'm human? I'm dancer. Set this whole place on fire!
Thank you, Kat, for waiting until we were on mic to start eating.
Yeah, if you didn't eat any of his food all day, then he's like, you know what, right now is a great time. He's cool like that. Oh my god, we all attacked and it did damage.
Now the social media post is posting to get good things. Oh my god.
Paralyzed. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Just click all the wrong buttons. Pushing the green one. Salomon's got this. Oh yeah. Digimon got this? Digimon got this. Pokemon definitely doesn't have this, or whatever. It's fine. Go to Salmon. Yeah. Ooh, stun and paralyzed. So nice. Come on, Digimon totally kicking butt. Oh yeah. What do you mean you remember? Sends to the Digidungeon.
Who are you talking to about what?
I just talk.
What? Actually, what? You don't need to just say random words.
I do.
There wasn't dialogue you were responding to there that I missed, right?
No, it was dialogue.
In the middle of battle?
I beat him and then he was like, damn it, I'll remember this.
Oh, okay.
I totally fixed it. I'm so cool.
I assume most people who watch live streams do it in the background while doing other things, so if you're just responding to the text as if everyone understands what text you're responding to, I don't think it's going to work.
What's the point of watching a live stream if you're not
that you're like
watching the game? I don't.
It's like happening in the background. So I don't know, I mean, I haven't consumed as live streams to compare, but I think what they generally do is like, you know, like act out or like mimic the voice or something and then respond. I assume, I don't know.
You want me to read all the dialogue?
When you're responding, not like read all the dialogue, but like if there's something you're responding to, I think you would. I don't know. I mean, I don't actually know how this tends to work. Maybe double check that it actually sent the tweet.
Quiz time. What mega puppet Digimon is made from the body? What? Made from the body of cursed Cherrymon?
I mean, once you say mega puppet Digimon, like, are there?
What mega puppet Digimon is made?
Are there any
from the body
other? I mean, are there even any other puppet Digimon? Like.
Yeah, but like the sentence doesn't make sense.
Okay, I wasn't.
That is what I was stumbling over. What puppet Digimon?
They just forgot a. They just got a word. It's just. They just a word.
Word who? Word why? Give me my money. I spent more to heal my Salomon. That's fun. No, don't give me your awful coffee. Oh no, this mission says it's hard. Alright. Maybe? Yes.
Oh. Trying to just resume the workout I was doing on 4 or 4.5.
What was wrong with it?
I mean, I wasn't. I just needed to spend more time on it. So got caught up with travel. Good. There's a part that's like on a phonic where we process the audio. There's like only I think a 3 week that it saves the files.
Which way should I go?
And it literally almost ran it up, and I was like, oh no, it's not going to be there, but it's still there. I don't know.
I don't care about your opinion. Wow, we're really smart after.
Where I just were.
No.
Where I just where.
No.
Actually, grammar.
No. Wrong. Is this going to take me back down too? Maybe. Cool. If I just get like straight to his cog. Sounded dirty.
Yeah. What?
I'm looking for Hagurumon's missing cog. Doesn't sound at all like other words. I don't know why you ever insinuate that. Where did I come from? I don't know, I've already lost. Cool. Speed or something. Ooh. Wait, you're like big Digimon. Why? Why's your speed so fast? What is this? Boy.
I mean, all the stats just increases as you level up, so not surprising they're just higher level.
Cool. Okay.
Which is pretty weird now to think about it. It's not very balanced. Like, I almost feel like speed should stay pretty standard as you level up. Like the number of turns you take shouldn't increase as you. That just seems like it just compounds the difference in levels in a weird, unbalanced way.
Yeah, my Digimon's cooler than you. People, random Digimon. I want to stop being fast though. I like it. He's attacking. Guru. Alright. Yeah. Shit. Run.
Slack has way too many notifications. Or not notifications, way too many settings. It's like so many different levels of settings. Yeah, but it has so many different places where there are different there are like preferences and notification preferences, and oh, it's such a just figuring out like, and then it's like everything's different for each team.
Acceleration boost. We don't need that. Stop it. No, not Tentamon. Alright, I'm gonna kill one of you fools. I'm going down to you, man. No! Are you serious? Oh, fail. Oh, fail. Alright. My Digimon. I'm gonna waste your stat. Kill this Digimon. If you don't kill this Digimon, so you. Alright, good. Alright. So good. Not good at all. Venomon good? Oh yeah, let's get in Venomon. That's cool. Yeah. I really want to do that. I don't know. It's not endless. Cool. No, Digimon. Yes. How not Venomon? Come on!
Get
All my Digimon are gonna be killed, except the Rugamon. Go, the Rugamon, go!
Are you still doing hard mode?
Yeah. Ugh. So hard. Winning though. Look at me. Oh wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Other Digimon were still alive. What should I do about this? How did I? Digimon is correct. I'm so good at this game. Stewie17 asks if we remember the Digivolving Silphymon figure. Like, we haven't seen pictures of it. I did not have one or anything.
Yeah, no, we didn't really have too many Digimon toys growing up, and...
Oh.
What?
I said we were poor.
Oh, you weren't poor.
I wasn't poor? You don't know me. Heck out of here.
But,
I need another DualShock controller.
And... Oh, is that visible to everyone? I guess it is, yeah. DualShock controller, battery is low. Anyway, and... Yeah, and, you know, like, now that we are adults and have money and stuff, we're not super into collecting that kind of stuff. I mean, we've collected a bunch, not a bunch, some, compared to other Digimon fans, not that many, but compared to a casual Digimon fan, a bunch of the more, like, premium figures, but not really the, like, the toys, the Digivolving toys and stuff. But that's something I've seen recently. I can't remember why I've seen it recently. I feel like Andrew has it or something.
The Silphymon?
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of news recently about new Digivolving figures, and I don't know, everyone's really excited for them. I look at them like, these look so ugly. I don't quite understand why people... I mean, I guess it's just exciting that they are making them, but I haven't looked at them too much, but it seems like they are not marketed or made as kids' toys. Maybe I haven't looked into it a ton. I mean, like, it seemed, I just got the impression that they were more premium. I haven't actually looked into it. So now I feel, I just have that assumption. I haven't really caught up on Digimon news in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure in those early episodes of the Thrill podcast, when they went over that news, they probably talked about how premium or not they are, but I haven't.
I've read over the With the World thread when the Digimon one was posted.
I'm gonna leave the room so I can get to see.
Wow. Oh god!
Really loud!
Bye, Clone. Learn to survive. I'm a survivor. You know, make it. I don't know where Jeff is going. Doesn't matter. It's probably got him. Oh, seaweed.
I have 2 pieces of seaweed.
Wow, you're super cool. Oh yes, all my tiny Digimon have leveled up. Maybe I can put them back in the party. I need you to have so much cam with me and API and whatever other stats are supposed to happen.
API has no benefit.
Shut up. I don't even know which way to go here. Doesn't matter which way we're going. We'll figure it out eventually. Oh, that's where we came from. Good job, me! I am so paying attention. Okay, only one way to go here. Pretend that there's some other way. You know, if I was gonna have a Digivolving figure, it would be Silphymon, because Silphymon's best.
You can look up, because I'm curious, like, which Digimon did it delve into or from? Where is Gatomon? Wait, Gatomon and Aquilon?
Yeah, maybe that's combined. Where's this Digimon? Am I just gonna kick my butt? Probably, oh god. Bah! This is a terrible game. Alright. Oh god. Oh goodness. I should...
See, you're like, oh, Jeff, it would be so silly that you complain that I'm on hard mode, and then, like, I feel like every 5 seconds, all I hear is, and I'm like, actually, this does not sound like a fun experience.
It's a challenge that I accept.
Okay, well, let me modify that. It doesn't sound like a fun experience to listen to. So...
Alright, I won't make noises. I'll just be like, my Digimon are the best. My Digimon are the best.
I mean, neither of us consumes enough live streams to know, but like, kind of like, is it being challenged? Like the things that make playing a traditional RPG challenging, I kind of bet don't translate into live streaming well. You know, like if
you have to grind and stuff just constantly.
No, sure, but even aside from that, just like even if you had a high produced live stream that cut out the grinding or something, that like maybe like boss battles were hard and made it more of a like roller coaster of a battle, that would make it more exciting for a stream. But aside from really tough battles like I'm doing on my stream, the great challenges, aside from those, I mean even with those, actually, because I was like so below the level, it was just like getting beaten. And I just wonder, like, if you're just progressing through the game, I feel like actually having it on the easiest mode would make it the most enjoyable stream. I mean, right, you're like, I don't care about that, I want to play the game. But, it's interesting. Wonder what the consensus of the streaming community is. Because definitely there seems to be like, there's a consensus that people, you know, there's a difference between playing a game blind versus having already played it, and that playing the norm is having already played it, and playing it blind is the deviation from that norm. So I almost wonder if, like, similarly, playing on the easiest mode available is the norm, playing on harder modes is deviation. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's much quieter night than the other night. We didn't hype this up on social media before much. Now I got seaweed stuck in my mouth.
Aww.
That's the curse of eating seaweed.
What is this Topamon? Oh, was I trying to just get this Topamon to be... What is this, Lucamon? Yeah. So I should go up to whatever this is.
Wait, you have to go back and forth a ton of times to get Pokemon.
Blah, 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 blah. No. Stop it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's more...
YOLO!
I think it's more efficient to keep it in that stage, get it, you know, like, have a couple battles with it so it gets the cheap... Because this is the early levels that are really cheap, that get you the same amount of API as the higher levels. So... But I mean, you're out of memory. Like, memory is more... You would have had to switch out Digimon and stuff, and that would have been a pain. And whatever, so... Oh, God.
Yeah.
I didn't think there... Insight into the Podigious editing process. The thing I probably hate the most about producing an episode is writing the description. That just goes in the feed and everywhere else. And I just discovered something I hate more than that, which is trying to remember what we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
To write for a description.
Sounds fun.
I'm like, do I need to listen to the episode again just to remind myself what happened?
Probably. Kitty.
It was 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
On the 19th. I still the doc up, so I can remember what we talked about. Oh, we didn't write down what we recommended, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I recommended The Handmaid's Tale. I remember you being like, what? Why are you recommending that? That's so strange. Yeah, I feel like maybe you popped out and were like, I just can't recommend anything.
Maybe.
What is media? I've never consumed media before. some random trance song.
Oh yeah. I love it. Good job, Pathme. Oh wait, this is a terrible party. Oh god. Crystal, are you gonna lay down or what? No? Cool. Digimon, come back! Oh, Digimon, come back too. Yeah. Whatever, Gurumon suffer. Okay. Let's use Sentimon. I love wasting all my turns just rotating out my Digimons. It's good. Boom. Cat is just needing me.
Sounds like he really needs you.
Needs me. Yes. I'm so desperate. Severe arch of your back comfortable for you? Why don't you stay down? Listen up. How many feet does Pentarsolmon have? I don't know. Pentarsolmon? 4? That's not helping me.
No, because I just told you that I'm listening to the thing. What?
How many feet does Pentarsolmon have?
Are you purposely mispronouncing it? I was like, oh, it's like they made a typo. I'm like, you're misreading. What?
What is it?
Pentarosmon? What?
You know I can't read words. How many feet does he have?
I mean, it's a centaur.
4? I'm gonna go 4.
Pretty sure. It's really frustrating how they don't respond right away. Like,
You'll never know!
no, it's just like, that's such a weird... I mean, some of that doesn't make sense, but when it's a quiz and you don't find out if you got the quiz answer right until later, it's like such a... I don't know, weird... It's like, yeah, I get it. It's a text message and like, people don't reply right away, but like...
Alright, I have to seriously start paying attention to how to get anywhere in this puzzle of madness. Strong Digimon can go kick my butt. Ow. So mean. Yeah. Digimon.
Don Snagite?
What does it mean?
Don is, I'm pretty sure, like, gradually? It's kind of weird. I don't think that's the right... Don... Oh, it was like drumming noise. Or rapid. So the opposite of gradually.
The opposite of whatever Jeff thinks.
Onomatopoeic words in Japanese are so tough for me. Anyway, and then Tsunagite, I think it means, I think it's Tsunagite. like to connect to Tsunageru.
Rapidly connect.
I mean, that's why, so it's like that, like you're all teaming up. Yeah, Tsunageru is to tie or fasten or connect. I wasn't sure about that because I know Tsunagu is to connect. Tsunagu is to connect intransitive. Tsunageru, I was like, well, it's logical that would mean to connect transitive, like to connect two things. Versus like Tsunagu would be like I'm connecting to the internet. Picking up like post-production of this episode right away is so confusing.
What?
Like trying to pick up the like I have like a flow, I guess. I mean, it's not that confusing to pick up the post-production for 4 or 4.5 because I have like a to-do list and then I'm like, okay, I'll just resume the to-do list. But it's just, and like things are like in a weird half state of completion. And there's a flow that I get into when doing the to-do list. Everything's all over the place.
Everything's all over the place. We've already been here before. Maybe next time we'll remember.
You don't need to say.
Do whatever it is that pleases me.
I need to read all that. Remember what we talked about.
About Christianity. I remember that. Let's get a Kabuterimon. Ooh, wait, is this Stingmon? This one's Stingmon, right? Do I do it?
I didn't, that one. Yeah, it's probably Stigmon.
Stingmon!
Oh, see now I can't, oh, there's so many things that we were supposed to organize after the recording. Like, we got a bunch of questions and we were like, oh, let's do them next time. And I can't remember which ones we did. I guess I really need to go back and listen to the episode to remember exactly. Not to release it, but to organize things after.
Little memory. Alright, stay on. Digimon could go back in the farm, I guess. Sad. Not have an item on him. Good. So good. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't get the question right. Wow, it was 6.
So I was like, I mean, I started going on the logic of like, it's a centaur, but I feel like the answer is 6 for some reason. Maybe it's not a centaur? Pretty sure that name is centaur.
Lied to me.
I think it's a centaur with 6 legs.
Sure is something. Alright. Yeah. I'm like legitimately not paying enough attention to know how to get anywhere. What is even my mission?
Oh, that bit my lip a couple days ago. It's really bothering me.
Wow, okay, terrible team. Terrible. Still not a great. to type into effect when I switched to the left mouse. Oops. Oh, smart. You attack the thing that you were weak to. That's nice. Alright. Call out. Just get these weak Digimon out of the party for now. He's bringing me down. Double fist. My god. Nice. Do some serious Digimon reorganizing. It's too much. Can't take it. Cool.
Yeah, that's right. Just saying, everyone, you're slow? What? Oh no.
What? It's supposed to be you run away.
Right, but like... That's what I mean slow. And I guess so I did.
Maybe I didn't equip any items on my Digimon. What a dumb me.
Never really use the item equipping too much aside from...
Super fail. I can't get out of here.
As I was playing through the other parts of the game, when I kept giving them the things that increase scan rate.
Yeah.
Until I did the kind of, but not actually a hack to get the things that give you increased experience.
change to shot one Digimon. Hello. Boom, levels.
Wait, what? I'm so like distracted and confused, and I like basically I have a text file for each section of data for each episode. So for a few like episodes, I basically only do plugs, as like there's no links, no images, etc. Just plugs. And I just went to go save the file I made that had the 404.5 plugs. But I'm like, this is deja vu. I think I already saved a file called 404.5 plugs, and I did, but it was just a copy of 403.5. And anyway, it's confusing, and I'm like half when I was distracted because of the stream. Yeah. Presumably I already got the art agenda?
Digimon. You can do it. I feel like my third Digimon is just a sacrifice at this point.
Ike? Do you know what that means? What is it?
Okay, come on!
Oh, that's true.
And then you're just like, that's respect.
Oh, the frustrating thing, I forgot. Oh, one of the reasons I guess I was deterred from working on this remake episode is that I just assumed. It's kind of a shame because in the YouTube live stream, we're able to do things like the scene transitions and stuff and the different scenes, which I don't have time to do in post. But then I figured, and we had like that like half hour beforehand where we hadn't actually started yet. And apparently with the YouTube video that's up there, I can't just trim it. I can't just take out the first half hour and then save it. Which I knew it is a feature of YouTube, but there's like a limit of certain like 50 minutes or an hour or something. And if the video is longer than that, you can't do it. And like, well, this video is 2 hours, and I want to cut it down to 1:30. I can't. So I have to I have to make a new video and upload that. And making the video with the different segments is not enough for a feedback episode, so it's like... So going forward, we either have to... It's either not worth doing the segments with the different titles and stuff on YouTube, or as soon as you go live on YouTube, that has like the show starts then. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could, you know, have like a buffer 10 minutes or whatever, and just include that in the thing that goes up as the video on YouTube, I guess. That feels kind of weird. I don't like that. Because then it's like you don't know when the actual content starts. Like you find the video and you start playing it, you don't know when the content starts, and it seems gross. So, and then we could do those segments on YouTube and just start right away. Also seems like it doesn't give people enough time to like... Yeah. I don't know. I guess having those different titles doesn't really matter. Probably just should give up that aspect of it. I mean, it is. I guess it is kind of nice when people tune in to the live stream to know what we're doing. Maybe it's useful for that. But also, probably get that from context. So, decisions. Oh, I almost did the same thing. Oh my god, I'm so bad about that. I sent the message in Slack, and then I tabbed away, and then came back.
Really? Why don't you understand?
I don't know. I guess it's just so ingrained in me that like I send a message and then just like hit enter, then like leave the window right away. Because like that message pops up as soon as you do it. Something about it's like as soon as I hit a message, I'm just like, nope, gone. It's always because I'm multitasking, doing like 4 things at once, and I'm like, I need to go back to this other thing. I guess that's why.
Such a mess. Alright, Paramon. Really need you to not die. That'd be the rules. Why did I see that Paramon? I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone's getting that low animation. You can get knockdowns quickly. Spin, spin, spin. Ooh, Mom. Stop getting old like a noob. You're mad, aren't you? Oh. Did you get lucky?
Doing save updates taking longer and longer. Kind of inevitable. Because it's like, it actually rebuilds the site every time. And with more and more posts, there we go. Finally finished.
You definitely need to paginate the site, bro.
Yeah, that's a whole issue. Or you paginate, or different sections for different seasons. Because yeah, it's just, you go to Podigious.com, it's all the episodes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's kind of a drawback from when I made the site myself. If you're using any kind of tool to make a site for you, it would totally have that included. And
you would know, is he smart about this?
Yeah. So yeah.
I saw this. So yeah.
Processing YouTube video. Go YouTube.
Okay, YouTube. Oh, my bad.
I'm so sleepy. Sleepy.
You sleepy? Yeah.
I think normally my sleep pattern is to like eat dinner, I'll fall asleep around like 7 or 8, and then wake up in the middle of the night.
I'll sleep at 7.
I definitely have. But then when we do live streams, it's like I'm forced to be awake until 9 or 10, and then I just sleep at night.
That sounds terrible.
It's not what I want.
That's what I want.
I don't like it.
Not Koji.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Can I like send in my voice actor reel?
Yeah.
On a side note, our listener contributor Davis should actually.
Oh yeah.
I wonder
Davis,
if he's trying
what
to.
What are you doing? Can you please be in all of me?
I wonder if he's trying to become a voice actor. I wonder if this community is still around. I remember when I was started to almost get into making Flash videos like 15 years ago, and there was a like pretty vibrant community of people trying to become voice actors who would do voice work for projects like that. And you could like post that you were making a project, describe it, like have auditions for roles and everything. So I assume things like that exist. And then I assume there's something between that and like probably are like things that pay but aren't. They don't pay well. I guess I'm just assuming it's pretty similar to like writing. Where there are sites that will pay for writing that don't pay.
They pay you like $20.
Right, they don't pay like a professional writer's fee. They just pay some amount of money to help a little bit. I don't know. Okay, I don't really know what the voice acting thing is like. But...
Alright, I was looking for his cog. I don't even remember what I was doing anymore.
See, I'm like, okay, I'm distracted because I'm doing something else. You're not doing anything else. You're just distracted by talking.
I'm bad at video games.
No, I mean, I know the feeling because I definitely had the same when my first Cyber stream. I was like, I don't remember anything actually happened because I was too busy thinking what to talk about and.
It's not that, no, it was that I was lost in it. I was like, clearly I'm missing something obvious in the pattern of how this is supposed to go. I just kept walking around the same places. Sleuth rank. I'm an apprentice sleuth now. Oh,
I forgot there was a sleuth rank feature to the game.
I know how prominent a feature it is. What am I supposed to do, Kyoko? I'm supposed to go to Shibuya, apparently. Alright. Let me see if I can spruce up my Digimans a little bit. This party is not balanced. I need to declare something on this.
You need to declare something on this. Quote Ashley.
No. Facts.
Okay.
Alright. Where's... Oh my god, I hate this menu. I hate it so much.
I really do wonder with Hacker's Memory if they're going to improve on this interface at all.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't get my hopes too high about that. It's very possible.
I didn't say they would, but I hope so.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move all the Digimons away. Get out of here, Digimons. Need to make I go my own way. Gotta make a fresh start. Yes, High School Musical.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
You just said words, they're not lyrics to any song.
Gotta go.
No. Disney's going to ban us from YouTube if you say anything more.
What? Oh yeah.
You can't even say the name High School Musical.
Without Disney coming after me.
For the record, just so all the lawyers listening to this are okay, Ashley was not referring to a movie titled High School Musical. She was referring to a High School Musical production.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lawyers are gonna be totally gonna sue us if we totally. That's how copyright works. You can't even say the name of the thing.
Yeah. Glad we straightened that out. Alright.
It's taking so long to process the YouTube video.
Sure, come on, you can tell me. This is good enough. Good enough. That's how I classify things. Good enough.
These things are so much more entertaining for me than we have engagement listeners. I wonder what about it that, like, this week is
wrong.
I mean, I think it kind of is a snowballing effect. So, like, when there's no one around, then that's how it is. When, like last time was, like, super fun because we had, like, it was basically only, like, I think 2 or 3 people commenting. But they were 2 or 3 people actively commenting. And then once one person's actively commenting, then another person will feel more ready to feel more comfortable doing it and so on. So, like, if you don't have that one initial seed of the snowball, I think it makes sense.
Jeff, you should have been a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. YouTube video finally finished.
Finally putting out this episode.
I mean, it's not ready yet.
I can go to Shibuya. Ooh la la, Shibuya.
Yes. I don't know, because I really just need to, like, the fact that even just putting out the feedback episode is supposed to be, like, the fastest, like, simple process, like, and yet it still takes so much time.
Yep. You rethink your life, Shepard. Catch me to the subway station. Oh, I thought these were gonna be my friends, but they're not. I don't even remember their names. It doesn't matter. Pitiful high school girl. Woe to thee who finds the entrance. Just right.
I was like, what? You just misread that. Like, I thought you were... I keep thinking you're, like, making fun of the game. Because it does this so many typos, but it's like...
I was trying to point out the badness to you earlier, and you were like, I don't understand why you're confused about the question. I'm like, I'm not confused about the question. I'm trying to point out that it's missing a word, and you're like, yeah, whatever. Wow, subtle hint right there. Okay, if she got hit by a car, how did I not get hit by the car? That doesn't make sense. I'm a pseudo person.
See, I feel like... I don't know. What I'm doing, like, working while in the background, listening and watching, is what most people who are viewers do when watching streams, unless they're actively engaging in the chat and stuff. So the fact that so many things you say, I'm like, what are you talking about? I feel like it's a sign that, like, we're not doing this properly.
It's a sign that you shouldn't be watching a stream.
No, that's not. Yes, the millions of YouTube viewers who, and not just YouTube, Twitch, everything, the millions of streaming viewers are just doing it wrong. Do it the way we do it.
I agree.
The point is they get to, like, kind of passively hang out with people. They get to passively experience a game without playing it themselves, and it is funny.
Well, if this game is worthless, one, the dialogue that they do have is in Japanese. Two, there's so much dialogue that's not voiced at all, so you...
Right, it's not... Streaming isn't, like... I'm pretty sure it's not that only games that are streamed have English dialogue voiced. I think there are plenty of games that don't have voiced dialogue that still are popular on streams. It's not like...
You're not consuming the game passively, you're just hearing clicky noises. Like, there's not even music right now.
Well, okay, but You're not listening to my point. I mean, it. I don't think if you were trying to consume the thing for the story, you'd be actively watching and whatever. But there are things to experience about a game other than just the story. I think people who consume games through streams are not interested in the story and are interested in the experience. They're interested in the streamers. They're interested in like their funny reactions to it more so than they are the story of the game itself.
Then you can't get mad at me when I'm reacting to the game and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, I'm not mad at you. I'm trying to help us improve. The point is that it's not funny unless it needs to be funny without context. You need to provide some of the context too. I mean, this is all just conjecture. We're trying to figure out how to stream. So I'm just thinking of the Digiline and the like. So that one from Blue Greymon, or not Blue Greymon, whatever it is, Greymon Blue. I loved exercise. Hey, let's play tag with everyone on the farm next time. And then you reply, together with everyone on the farm. Sound cool? Sounds fun. And just structurally, like, why when you're designing this are you like, let's just give these like random dialogue things, and just like give random characteristics to these Digimon. I don't think there's any like complicated mechanic behind it aside from just a random thing they get. I guess it, like it is enjoyable. It is like shareable when it's like my Otismon being like, I want to play with you, and but when it's not those extremes, it just seems like why is awkward. Some of the little details of the game are just like, yeah, this is awkward.
May. There's a character named May in this. Well, that's just awkward to try.
Oops.
Oops.
Please don't save. Is there a way to not save? Oh god.
What'd you do? What'd you break?
So in Auphonic, which processes our audio. Okay, looks like I was able to cancel out saving it. I went to go upload the cover photo. So we have a different cover image for the YouTube videos and for the podcasts MP3 download. MP3 download, it's a square image, show up podcast players. The YouTube video, it's a rectangular thing for YouTube. And it basically makes the video from the bunch of images I feed in. And I went to go replace it with the square podcast one, and instead of replacing the cover photo, whatever it's called, I replaced the audio file. And I was like, why isn't it accepting it? Why is it saying it needs to be a specific format? And like, it's just a JPEG. Like, geez. Oh, right. It's saying the audio file can't be a JPEG. Like,
the audio file can't be a JPEG. Basic internet stuff.
I guess it shouldn't be depressing. I guess it's depressing because it's like, I thought Podigious covering all the Digimon seasons would not take so long. But like, as part of this template that I fill out every time, it like defaults to the year flag in the MP3 being 2014. Ooh. Every time I had to change it, I'm like, oh. First it was like, yes, I'm updating 2014, 2015, whatever. And then it was like 2014, 2016, oh. Now it's 2014, 2017, I'm like, every time, like, it's taking us so long.
It's your own fault.
I know.
We're going to Shibuya, Jeffrey. Taking all of the weird occult club, and we're going to Shibuya.
Kosorba?
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
I'm in this man. I guess we can stop after this mission. This mission is forever, and I just don't even know that. I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure I'm like near the end of it.
I guess the stream would be short, but this doesn't seem like a great time for whatever reason. Is there something like huge going on tonight that I'm not aware?
I don't know. I'm so disconnected from reality. It's summer.
There was stuff going on. Oh. Well, it's not. I guess it's already June.
It is June.
I mean, I was gonna say that like there was stuff going on in San Francisco last night, right?
Was it?
Or like the sports game with the ball and the shooting.
Game?
Yeah, basketball. I was stalling until you said the name of the sport.
Oh my goodness. Well, there shouldn't be basketball games tonight, and there's no hockey game.
Yes, and also our listeners aren't all from San Francisco, so they don't care about the local San Francisco sports.
They might care about sports generally, in which case you'd be watching that.
I kind of don't.
You're like, I don't believe in sports.
No, I just kind of like we have so like there aren't that many listeners, especially watching live, that like that would happen to coincide with sports fans. Careful. One of the things I'm seeing on Twitter right now when I check Twitter is a comparison video of what 4Kids did to the One Piece dub. And some things I heard about are kind of infamous, like one of the characters, Sanji, he's always smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And so they changed the cigarette to a lollipop. I'm like, oh, that's kind of absurd. But I can understand how they don't want to like encourage cigarettes smoking to kids. But apparently there are all these scenes with like Luffy getting impaled with a spike, or lots of spikes, that they changed to a plunger. Like, I'm showing it to Ashley. It's like, they replaced the spike with a plunger, like, they added the thing to the end. It's like, what? Like, that seems, I don't know, I can understand when they're like, okay, it's too much blood, that's like, cut out the blood, but... Plunger? Like, it doesn't, like, the mechanics of that work somewhat similarly, but like, you can't just take, like, a plunger isn't painful. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I got the plunger off me. So strange.
Rose Spirit Wolf points out that Spirit Rose Wolf, you know what, I just can't read today. Just forget me. Points out that our chat is slow today. Today is a slow day. We're trying to figure out why. My posture was just, it's summer. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of, I mean, I think that's a good point. It kind of depresses me though, because I'm like, this is just how, maybe this is only a decent time over the past couple weeks and months because it was not summer and now we have to choose a different time or something. Maybe just later. I mean, maybe we just have to follow when the sun sets.
Yeah, I mean...
Wait, does the
sun is already set in the East Coast.
Right, but like, I mean, when the sun sets on our coast. You know what I mean? Because I remember when we were recording before, it would be around. I don't remember it being light out when we were recording before. But does the southern hemisphere?
It's not summer there.
No, no, yes, that part I thought was obvious. I was just thinking that the time, does that get reversed as well? I guess it must. Is like, because for us, and what I think of as being standard is that, I mean, obviously, it's definitely true in the northern hemisphere that summer longer days, winter shorter days. Is that true on the? Like I kind of assumed that summer equals long days, winter equals short days is true everywhere, and that yes, that's okay. That's because I'm thinking like like the maps that show you the part of the world that is covered in sunlight or not, and I'm pretty sure just the way that looks. No, that doesn't mean anything. No, it does. No, it does. Because like you look at this map, and it's clear that it's summer here, winter here.
Okay.
So whenever you look at one of these maps, it's like kind of a, how would you describe the shape? It's like a almost. So if you're looking at a place where you're looking at a map when it's showing summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere, it is almost like a drop of water coming out because it's like it funnels down and like. So there's much less light in the southern hemisphere, and the way it works is it just like over the course of the day just like moves to the left, and then I guess over the course of the year it funnels out so that like the drop flips so that it's pointing up, and it's winter in the northern hemisphere and summer in the southern hemisphere. Wait, what?
Where are you?
Spirit Rosewolf says that for me summer always has shorter days. So Robbie's question is, wait, what, Spirit Rosewolf, where are you? And also,
the days become shorter in summer, but they start off as the longest for us. Creepy things are happening in this game.
Spirit Rosewolf says that the music from the game is making my exclamation creepy.
I mean, it is the creepy music.
Yes.
Why are you giving me a choice here? Why? Anyway, I might start, my goal was always to increase this or like A/B test this and Sunday time anyway, so.
It's not an A/B test actually.
I was gonna alternate it.
But I mean, an A/B test you need like random audiences and saying not an A/B test.
I was going to see which one was more popular, Jeffrey. You shut the hell up. Wait, then your summer should be longer. Like right now, the sun rises at like 5:30 in the morning and sets.
Right. Yeah. So okay. I guess the way it works is that like once the day that officially starts summer is the longest day of the year.
Yes.
Right. So as summer goes, so like during the course of summer, days get shorter.
Yes.
But as a whole, summer is longer than winter. But like the terminology is confusing because like summer has longer days, but during summer days get shorter.
Yes.
Maybe that's confusion, but I'm pretty sure that same thing holds for the West Coast. Sure, not West Coast. Southern Hemisphere. Okay, now producing the...
You apparently
Fireball.
melted spirit of the spring.
Oh, oops.
Oops. Oopsie daisy.
Processing the audio version of 445.
It's only slowly becoming dark here now. Should probably be cats and sleeping. I wonder what my crappy violin playing sounds like to the cat.
Well,
Just
considering
like crappy violin playing.
I mean, considering we don't know how cats A, feel in general, B, feel when they hear sound, C, I don't even know where to go with this. I think it's a weird question.
You just never know how
I'm canceling this question of yours.
No, you can't cancel my question.
I'm shutting it down. I veto this question.
You know, cats have feelings, and you can tell generally how animals feel.
I veto this question.
Just say it. Get a chance to use my powers. Wow, this got dark real fast. If I kill everyone, that'll make me lucky.
I mean, is it wrong?
And if everyone dies, that'll make me happy.
Okay. I do regret this. I don't know if you remember, actually, but 4.5, because it was our first one on YouTube, and we didn't have the 1 hour limit, we went long.
I don't remember.
Apparently it's an hour and 37 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
We're just bad at all the things.
I mean, I don't know. On the one hand, I mean, if there's a podcast I love, I like when the episodes are longer because that means there's more time with them. Of course, but also, like, I feel like it did not need to be that long.
What is the nickname for the gigantic bird Digimon?
That's not what nickname means.
Yeah,
and
this is...
So the choices are Gentleman of the Desert, Great Eagle of the Desert, Demon of the Desert. I mean, it has to be Great Eagle, but like it's not the word nickname.
Oh, that's like a title or something.
Yeah, I wonder actually when you look up the Japanese dictionary what you get for nickname and see if there's like a...
I didn't even get to use Digimon in that case, like...
It may have been... So there's a common word that means both nickname and alias? Maybe that's what... Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, well, both Jeff and I are hungry or something.
Yeah.
I should do some chores after eating, but...
Yeah, we were a little short this time, only an hour and a half.
I don't think I have anything to do on Sunday, so I'll try to do it again on Sunday.
Yeah, really good to test, not A/B test, just test different times.
I don't know when we should do it on Sunday. I feel like I'm always like, I'm gonna do it earlier on Sunday, and then it never ends up being that much earlier. Like it ends up being super late on Sunday anyway. But I'll try for real this time.
We should do Sunday morning, like Sunday morning service. Wait, is that just a Jewish thing? That's a Christian thing too, right? Service on Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do like Sunday morning Digimon services.
Okay.
I mean, we could actually do that with Ash. What if we did that? What? Because when he tried to do streaming, tried to like do a non-denominational thing via streaming several months ago. You're just like your brain is breaking under the like, possibility that we would do this.
I mean, we could stream on Sunday morning and call it something silly, like...
No, I feel like it's people started to join.
Yeah, now people are starting to join. Y'all. Alright. Maybe we do one more thing. Or start another thing. It's only 8:30. Alright, 8:40. Whatever.
I mean, I'm really tired, but I haven't finished putting out the episodes. So I guess
you have to put out the episode. You know what?
Keep working
We're not
on
stopping until Jeff actually publishes the damn episode. Izzy and Moss wants to know how we're doing. We're hungry and getting engulfed in darkness. Darkness. It's coming for us.
I was like, actually, stop being dramatic. Oh, right, you meant literally, like it's getting dark.
No, like
out.
it's dark.
Yeah, it's true. I need to confirm there's no silence in the end of this episode.
But Mom, I swear. Oh my god, but my eyes are so good, I can see stuff. An anonymous post on my Digimon. Supreme darkness. Disney getting Hawaiian food. I had Hawaiian food the other day at work. Everybody was kind of like, this lunch gonna suck, and I was like, this doesn't suck. Chill out. Did I really just come here to do that? I'm so confused. I hate this game. What makes you do
Perfect choice of a thing to stream then.
You know what? Gotta do it. Gotta play Hack and Memory when it comes out. Gotta actually finally beat this game. You haven't beat this game either. You're apparently pathetically weak.
I mean, I could totally beat it if I did not.
Okay, I didn't do the thing I was supposed to do, I guess. Yeah, you could do it if you wanted to. You're all like, I'm gonna do great challenges.
Did you see my, or not my, did you see Dizzy and Loss response to my tweet? I mean, it's not new to us, but it's a shot to explain for the audience who is not in our Patreon Slack, our Patreon Slack. So I basically have this programmed response that, I can't remember what it's actually conditioned on, what words it looks for. I think it's like, I know now, maybe?
I don't know.
But what I said in the Slack was, I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is forgetting I had made that automatic response. And what it does is like, whenever I know now comes up, it responds with either light or darkness. It randomly picks between the two. But I had forgotten I made it, so I intended to say it. I intended to say light after, but then the Slackbot response was like, light! And then I just screenshot that and put it on Twitter, because people who aren't familiar with the Slack are like tired of this joke. People who aren't familiar with the Slack thought it'd be funny. And Dizzy and Lost just replied saying, this is the pinnacle of technology.
It is the pinnacle of technology.
This is what like all technology has built up to.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second, was I supposed to look at the board? Spirit Rose Wolf says, Jeff, I'm a 100% this game, 100 hours later at this game. To be honest, that's how I play games too. Like, you're kind of... I'm like, I'm gonna totally demolish this game. And then I, start playing it and I'm like, wait, it's not worth the effort.
And Dizzy and Lost also says, Jeff spent those 100 hours organizing his team, which is
it's also true. It's so fast.
Okay, but I want to correct, like, I don't think I would never say F this game because, like, does seem to happen to me a lot these days. But it's not like I ever get to the point where I'm like, I hate this game, I don't want to go back to it. It's more like, it goes from extreme excitement to being dulled down to like, oh, I kind of don't want to play this game right now. And then I put it off, and then it's like, well, I haven't played this game in months, so I kind of don't. It's just kind of like right now I'm like more like that interest curve is dropping for Breath of the Wild, but I've purposely like stepped back and like I'm going to take a break, play some of the games, and return to this later. But I'm worried that like the more time passes, the more I'll just be like, it's not worth playing back to. But it's amazing. I think it's the best game ever made.
I mean, it's just hard to sustain the hype or anything.
I mean, for example, I'm playing Nier now, which like is definitely like, I did not like. I beat it once. I beat the first route, whatever terminology you're supposed to use for that, and like then I step back to be like, should I actually do the other routes? And if I let more time pass before I go back into it, I definitely like, because it's not like a game I love, I would definitely just be like, nah. But I do want to go back into it. If I let any more time pass, though, I think it'll just fall off the thing pretty quickly. Yeah. I mean, but the problem with Breath of the Wild, though, is that, like... So I kind of had this problem with Nier, where, like, looking at playtime... I'm talking about Nier, the original Nier Automata, because I hear Nier Automata is, like, amazing and totally, like, mind-blowing in all these different aspects and, like, totally worth playing all the different routes and everything. And I don't doubt that, but the original Nier, which I thought I should play before playing Nier Automata, is, like, it's passable after just playing one route, and I've heard like the other routes are interesting, but that's from people who say the first route's interesting. I'm like, this route was not very good. Anyway, and yeah, I forget what my point was, but Nier.
Yeah.
Now I remember. The problem with Nier was that, like, looking at playtime, it says 20 hours to beat Nier. Which I was like, great, a small game, like, like a small by, like, AAA standards game. Like, it won't take me that long to finish. And then the problem I found was that I kind of, like, the little side quests in the game were, like, pretty easy to start doing. And I kind of was like, I'm just going to do all the side quests. And then I looked up, like, the playtime if you do all the side quests, and it was, like, 90 hours, and I was like, oh, crap, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't realize it was that kind of game. But then at some point I decided, like, I'm not going to do any more side quests. And I didn't, like, the side quests were not that worth it. They were kind of, like, easy little things to do that felt a little rewarding, but they weren't, like... Whereas I feel like Breath of the Wild, exploring every nook and cranny of the map, actually feels really rewarding. So my problem with Breath of the Wild is, like, I know lots of people who find my playstyle of wanting to explore every bit of it super weird and don't want to do that, and just, like, you know, that they got every tower, did, like, a couple things in each region, did the 4 dungeons, and then went to fight the last boss, and they're like, yeah, I beat the game. And I'm like, I can't understand playing it that way. I can't even understand playing it in a way it's only getting the shrines, which even that is considered, like, people getting all 120 shrines, people consider a completionist run. And I'm like, even that I don't really, because I want to explore, like, even if there are parts of the map that don't have shrines, I want to explore them. And because it's just like everything is thoughtfully designed, and it's like interesting to see places even if there's no shrine there or whatever. And I kind of can't imagine playing the game being like, I just want to get to the end, I don't want to explore everything, or just like running through an area and not looking at the stuff as you run through it. Oh. Spirit Roosevelt mentions that they are 400 hours into Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, which I don't know what the game's, never heard of it. And they still haven't finished it, and they're not giving up. And Dizzy and Lost agrees with me about having to explore everything in a region before getting a new tower. Yeah, that's how I actually feel like playing Breath of the Wild. I know some people who, like, their approach was to just unlock every tower, which unlocks the map for that area. And so they had, like, the entire map filled out, and then they went and explored things. But I found that weird. Like, I feel like I kept what area of the map were filled in as a measure of, like, okay, I get a tower, explore everything in that area, then go to the next region, get the tower, explore everything in that region. And yeah, actually at one point I was trying to find where the Lost Woods were, and so I, like, unlocked a couple towers, and then I reset my save file to go back, because I was like, I don't want these towers unlocked without exploring the region. I think Ashley and I'm just rambling, and Ashley's, like, not paying attention and reading the game.
I'm reading the game. also, like, again, the game that I'm playing outside of this game is Tales of Zestiria. And I'm not good at the battle system, and the stuff to get 100% in that game is either that you have to play it like 2 or 3 times when it's already a huge game.
Wait, what? You're supposed to play that game all the time?
Or you can play it on like chaos mode.
Wait,
and
to get what though?
To get like all the trophies and stuff.
Oh, okay. See, I'm interested in this like...
Like, I'm just like, well, that's impossible to 100%. Like, there's no way I'm gonna replay that game.
But do you care about trophies?
I care about it in the way that I'm like, well, that's how you prove 100% of the thing in this stage.
I feel like I've just never like had a trophy-oriented mindset, or like getting all the trophy mindset. I'm not sure why. It never really seemed like that was like I'd always like finish the game and then look at the list of trophies and be like, I don't want to do these things that it's asking you to do, or they'd be locked and I'm like, I don't want to look into how they're unlocked, or what their conditions are, or whatever. But I'm interested in this concept of like expecting you to play the game multiple times, and I think that's silly. That's frustrating, and I think kind of stupid to like have a trophy that's just like beat the game 3 times, and it's like, oh no, that. But I mean, as frustrated and like disappointed as I am in the original Nier, I am fairly interested in this replay, and I'm at the point now where I finished Route 1 and I need to go back and play 3 more times. But I think that the approach of having different things happen each time you play is interesting. And, you know, it's not original to Nier. There are lots of other games like that. The only one that I've played is 999, which 999 is like you play through it and you make choices, and you're supposed to play through multiple times to make different choices to unlock different endings. And 999 did not have this, but the sequels, 99, the 2 sequels in that trilogy, actually have like a built-in, like for... Actually, I haven't told you about this game that much. I'm gonna show you 999. There's like an image. I didn't want to look at this because I thought this was cheating. So I played 99 originally not looking at this map, and then I found out that in the sequel games they actually have this built in, which is a map. It's a flowchart. It's the word that I've used. A flowchart of the choices you make and the endings you get based on that. Mm-hmm. And so like this is in the original game. It's not in the game itself, but in the other games, this kind of flowchart is in the game itself, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, but whereas Nier's approach seems to just be like you beat it once. There were no branching decisions you make. It's just you beat it once. Next time you play, it's just different. Next time you beat it, it's also different. And that's strange. Let me look back at the chat, because something came by when we were talking. Spirit Rosewell says, Jeff, don't ever play Skyrim. It will kill you. And yes, that's kind of why before Breath of the Wild, I never played an open world game, because I knew it would not be good for me. It also just didn't seem interesting. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious what I would have thought if I played different open world games aside from Breath of the Wild. And Spirit Rosewell asks, Jeff, what's your opinion on a 70+ hour long RPG where you need to play twice in order to unlock an extra dungeon that's only 5 hours long? I mean, an extra dungeon that's 5 hours long actually seems pretty... I mean...
But again, like, Tales of Zestiria, right off the bat, it was like, you're not going to 100% this unless you play in a battle system that you're not familiar with on the hardest mode, or you replay it 2 to 3 times, and I was like, well, that's just not happening. Neither of those things is happening.
Well, okay, so there are a couple of different things here. Like, I mean, part of what, like, Nier's approach of, like, play it 4 times to get all the endings is a bit like, the first time you play it, it's like a 20-hour game. The second time you play it, it's like a 5-hour game. Because you keep leveling up more and more as you do it, and the third time, it's like a 2-hour game. The fourth time, it's like a 1-hour game. Supposedly is what I heard. I mean, those numbers are kind of made up, but like, supposedly it gets faster and faster every time you play it. Which, I wonder if that's really true? I guess you can like start to skip things as you've seen them multiple times. Anyway, and I assume that's true with the series too. That if you're doing a New Game Plus, you're higher level so you can get through things faster. I assume so. I assume it'll let you for the achievement. So I assume it'll go a lot faster. But that's, so with Spirit Rosewell's question of a 70+ hour long RPG, if you had to unlock the 5-hour long dungeon, if you had to play another 70 hours to unlock that, yeah, that would seem like a god no. But if it's like the first playthrough takes 70+ hours, but you're doing all the extras, and then you can also play through it in 10 hours to get to unlock that, and like, okay, that seems maybe worth it. But I just really don't like the idea of like playing through without any additional, like what I'm intrigued by about this Nier alternate route thing is that it's a different ending and the events of the game are the same up until the ending, but they add extra context. Like what I've heard is that so in the world of Nier there are these like enemies that apparently were at some point humans that have been corrupted, and they like grumble and make all these noises at the game, and you never understand them. But apparently when you play through the second time, you can actually hear them.
Interesting. And
the characters like don't hear the characters, but you as the player hear them, and it adds context to things. I'm like, well, that's interesting. I don't know if it actually like adds that much, but the thought of just doing it the same exact way without any additional context. On the other hand, having the extra context makes me be like, well, should I not skip things? Because then I'm like, I don't know. You played Sonic games, you know. So Dizzy and Lost says nothing will ever top Sonic Adventure 2. Wait, Sonic Adventure Battle 2's multi-route story. I don't know about that game.
Play the Adventure on.
No.
That's more of a Softman Brothers. Probably would know. Precocious boy. Ugh, for real? How'd you find me? I imagine his voice.
Probably.
Oh gosh, last night had to get dressed for at least 5 minutes with pubescent boys, and I was like, oh god, this is terrible for a hockey game. They're terrible human beings. There's been no Digimon in the past 2 missions that I've done.
I do remember like that being a common complaint of this game in reviews, since like reviews tend to focus on the early part. Like there's so little. It takes like several, like I forget how many hours, but like lots of hours before Digimon actually become a part of the game. Kind of forgot about that.
Also, these missions are kind of boring because like I don't have much agency in doing anything at all. It's just I just have to get through it, like.
Yeah.
And I do remember this part, particularly the case before this one, being like, what is this? Like. Not some lowly hacker programmer.
I'm so confused.
Why? Please do that.
There's just more things that I messed up in being distracted.
Oh yeah, you never gave me a new dual shock controller!
Oh, did it die?
Yeah. Oops. Okay, let me go get the other one. Need a second. Need a hot second.
I mean, you can talk, they can still hear you.
Shut up, Pixel!
Or you can just shout at the cat.
The stream didn't drop today.
Maybe because it's summer. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just gonna blame everything on summer. We're just... It's windy, so I'm kind of
Oh yeah. It's true.
It's just gonna drop now. It's gonna...
Well, at this point, we're like near the end anyway.
I guess.
Bump, bump, bump.
Spirit wrote something long. It cuts off.
Oh, okay. 1:37:34. That is the length of this episode. 37:34. And it is 47.1 megabytes. That is too much for a feedback episode. I mean, there was a lot of feedback. My main concern with long feedback episodes is not like frustration with amount of feedback. It is, Jeff, why did you talk so long? Bad Jeff.
Yeah,
That's
shut
how I
up.
think.
Well, Spirit Rosewood was describing that in Sonic Adventure 2, there are 2 different routes.
Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Whatever. You get to play as good guys or bad guys, and I guess that's how you would have to. You have to play both to complete it. That actually sounds kind of cool.
And that's at least the approach of the recent Fire Emblem game. That, I mean, I think was generally the aspect of it was praised. I definitely, I really want to play that game, but also some other games to play. And I never finished Fire Emblem Awakening before that. But I did hear definite, maybe this was just from like professional reviewers, professional game critics who have to play tons of games. But it's just like there was apparently just in those, actually for Fire Emblem it was 2 different, it was like Pokemon Red and Yellow. No, Pokemon Red and Blue. Except they were different games with different stories. Anyway, it was 2 different games, and then you would, if you got both of them, then unlock the third one. Or like if you beat both of them, then unlock the third. And it was like, this is so much Fire Emblem content, was some people's complaint. Too much content. Okay. I think the episode is ready. I guess I will share it on. I won't share it until tomorrow morning. No, I guess I should share it now and be done with it. It'll be even more confusing if I like decide to wait to share it. Also, now I think about this play both sides and then unlocks the true ending is also very similar to the. You only play one of them, right? The Zelda handheld game, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Spirits. No, Oracle Seasons, Oracle of Ages. You did? And then it's not. I mean, it's 2 totally different games, and then you beat both of them. You got to fight Ganon again.
I'm stuck. Couldn't beat Ganon anymore.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay, I'm confused. The way Fire Emblem Fates worked was you would buy one version, and then you could like get DLC added to that version that included the other version and the true ending. I think. No. I did not think this was complicated until I sought to explain it. Then.
Rosewood wants us to live stream Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
I don't know enough. On the surface, it kind of skipped me.
I'd do it. But, well, I don't know.
I'd do it, but no.
Is it like remade for something? Aren't old games hard to stream? You have to set up the box thingy. Because ideally, I'd like to be streaming Digimon World games. But those haven't been remade, like they're not on the PSN store, are they? Or are they? Should I be doing this?
I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't come out since PS3. Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Which doesn't just be called Sonic Adventure? Or no? Oh, okay. So, no. It was released for the Dreamcast as Sonic Adventure 2. And then a port for the GameCube, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, was released later. And then 11 years later, it was ported to PS3, 360, and Windows. See, I think I do remember seeing this around on GameCube and like playing it briefly. Oh right, this is the one that. Well, I don't know if this is the only one, but in the Wikipedia article it mentions how this was developed by a team in the US and has San Francisco as a playable region, which is cool. That definitely appealed. When you were playing Sonic Generations, I was like, oh, that's cool, 'cause that's San Francisco. Which is, I don't know what the city's called, but the music is also really cool. Escape from the City.
Oh yeah, I still can't believe that I was like, oh, this random DJ duo that I love. And they make crappy-ish songs, but they're like catchy, cash. They did remixes for Sonic Generation. I was like, alright, okay. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, and I remember like watching you play and be like, this place looks familiar, but no. I think that feeling of like, this looks familiar. Maybe it's just familiar because it's a city, and cities look the same.
Cities all look the same.
And then it's like, wait, no.
Opinion.
The city's particularly hilly, and the way that they have like this construction stuff looks pretty similar. Wait, no, the city is modeled after our city. Like, Dizzy and Lost mentions, my only thing with Fire Emblem, I got halfway through the final battle and it took me 40 minutes, and then I got one and KO'd, so... Ashley, you've never played a Fire Emblem game, have you?
I'm not. I really struggle with the video games. They take a lot of time, particularly newer ones clearly just want you to play them forever. Like, they want you to be sucked into them.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
I don't think that's true. I think if you charted playtime, it's not like gone up. It is not like new games all require tons of time. It is just that we have much less time, and I think
Breath of the Wild does not require more time.
No, I just went through explaining how like the way I approach it is a 400-hour playthrough, but that's not the way most people play it. Most people play it like a 24-hour playthrough, and I don't really understand that, but also what I'm saying is that there are more games that take a ton of time nowadays. But that doesn't... I think it's like a newer... Like, the open world genre is newish compared to what you're thinking, like, in your childhood and stuff. And those games are time suck. But just don't play those... If you don't play games like that, I don't think games have gotten tons longer. I mean, if you're, like, interested in playing JRPGs have always been super long. Like, how many hours did you play Final Fantasy 12? Or Tactics?
120?
So I mean, like, yeah, that's like JRPGs are like almost all shorter than that. Should be. But yeah, Fire Emblem is frustrating because it has permadeath. So, but I think actually the newer games have an option to turn that off.
Oh god, the permadeath is what had to restart Final Fantasy Tactics after playing for 8 hours. So I was like, oh god, I totally messed this up.
Well,
and people died.
That sounds like the way permadeath works in Tactics is like they die, and if you don't save them in 3 turns, they perma-die. It sounds like kind of messed up if you let that happen.
Yeah, whatever. And then I played it so OP.
You're saying like in the beginning that happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, but Fire Emblem is like if they die at all, then they're gone. And so what that means is like the way I played it, and I'm sure this is like the way most people play it, is that you just don't let anyone die. If someone dies, that means the mission's gone. You start over. Which is weird because like the whole concept of permadeath, I think it runs contrary to the whole concept. Like I feel like you have permadeath because you want to like experience loss and have to deal with the repercussions of that and stuff, and like what we end up doing as gamers is like, okay, don't die, restart. You just end up like trying to make a perfect playthrough. I'm like, that's totally contrary to the... I'm almost tempted to like play through Fire Emblem just being like, no, I can't restart. Or some condition that actually forces me to live with the permadeath. XCOM is another game like Fire Emblem that I heard a lot of people talking about that has permadeath to some degree. I don't know how it exactly works. But I definitely heard people talk about permadeath a lot more. Like that they had to deal with the repercussions. Whereas like the way people talk about Fire Emblem, it seems like people don't really deal with repercussions. They just reset the mission. It's actually pretty frustrating because like the GBA Fire Emblem games were really good about saving. Like, I mean, I think it was before a time when like auto-saving was dominant everywhere. Like now it's, you know, just not that bizarre. But like on the GBA era, it was like, oh, someone died, let me reset. Oh wait, it just saved? Like as it was happening? Ugh, crap. You have to actually restart the whole mission. It was like, how did you do that? How we shouldn't be able to save that quickly? Yeah.
I don't know. I spend too much time reading books and doing all the chores, I guess. And I can't use video games.
I mean, I'm talking now about this Fire Emblem stuff, but like, the last Fire Emblem game I played was before we started dating, so... I mean, last Fire Emblem game I played to completion. Actually, shit, oh. I just realized that, like, because I was like, oh, I started playing Fire Emblem Awakening and I didn't finish it. And then I was thinking, okay, the game I played before that was on GameCube. Then I just realized I never finished that either. Huh.
Life's alive.
Actually, no, I just realized how contradictory, because I remember that game, the GameCube version, I got for free because Bonnie reviewed it. My sister reviewed it. And I remember, like, being like, oh, but, like, I can't believe she reviewed it without finishing the game. And now I'm like, oh, wait, I never finished the game either. Oh, no. Oh, man, that game... I basically played it a ton over, like, one weekend, and somehow that one weekend is solidified in my brain. It was Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving weekend, sophomore year, high school.
Guess you didn't have anything better to do.
Well, I think we had like a group project we were supposed to do for English class. It was about Siddhartha.
God, I don't know.
It was about Siddhartha.
What did we have to do? Over that weekend?
I don't think it was like the day before Thanksgiving weekend. Guys, do a group project. It's due on Monday. I think it just happened like that's when we got together to work on it.
I do remember that project now.
Oh, no.
I had to do it with all the cool kids.
Oh no, I think mine might still be available. I might. Okay. Oh god.
Oh god. Mine. Wait.
I'm thinking like.
Mine was we like made a board game and I had to do it with the cool kids. So there's no record of this.
I'm wondering if I find this, because I remember at some point I found this online. If I find this, wait, to what degree I should share this with people, who I should share with. Because I made a Flash video. I talked before about how I had a point in my life was making Flash videos and looking at like voice actors and stuff. But I actually made a Flash video for this project.
Amazing.
And oh god, I showed it to you. I'm pretty sure I showed it to you.
You share it with the world widely. I mean, the world deserves.
I'm looking at my old Photo Bucket account, which is a place where you could upload images before. This is really before there were like, now you can just like post an image to Twitter and whatever. And I guess there just don't seem to be that many uses for like having to upload your own image. The main reason I used to do this was to use it as a forum signature. Like, I guess it wasn't allowed to share, just like upload the photo to the forum. And so like I use the service to upload photos and then you have to link to the photo sharing. Anyway. So most of my photo bucket is just filled with my forum signatures and forum avatars, and I made so many of them about lost. I made so many lost. I made like.
Come on, Jeff, find the thing.
I made like 10 variants for each lost character. Oh, there's a picture of you here.
Oh, great. What am I doing?
It was like the.
Why are we doing this?
From my Dell laptop, the foam. You were playing with it.
Your massive Dell laptop.
I also have the image. Remember from AP Euro. Of the...
Oh god, how could I forget?
so there was this like...
Didn't I actually slap you?
No, I don't think so.
Shut up.
I don't think so. There's like classic... I don't remember exactly why it was historically significant, but this like it was mentioned in our AP European history class, and I complained about it in class. Like I didn't complain about it. I asked if there was a reason why the perspective.
About it.
No, I posed it as a question. I was like.
Then you fought it.
I was like, is there a historical significance to the fact that the perspective is totally off on this? This was past the Enlightenment or whatever, like
whatever period,
the Renaissance
perspective.
Right. I was like, this is past the period when everyone like it was the norm to know about perspective. So is there something like, if this question were posed to someone who was an art historian, they'd be like, answer in depth. Our teacher, who's a great teacher. But here, who's like, Jeff, shut up. Like,
I don't disagree with him.
Oh, he was like, Jeff, you're being stupid. I just realized that whatever Clockmon, is that what it is?
Clockmon, yes.
Has abs. Like, why does Clockmon have abs?
Oh yeah, he does.
He has a six pack. Like,
he's working out.
Anyway, and then everyone in class was like, Jeff, no, this is absurd. So then I like made one of my very first Facebook posts, which I guess I also uploaded the image to PhotoBucket, was me like illustrating how this picture, the perspective is totally wrong. And it is.
Shut up, Jeff. Oh. Find the other thing.
For a second I was like, why is PhotoBucket asking me to do Flash Player? That's like some silly adware garbage. And then I realized, right, I'm going here to find the Flash video.
God.
That's what I'm looking for. My avatars, I made GIFs to do cool effects.
Wow, you're super cool.
It's funny that like back in the day, like we had like form software that you have animated GIFs, and I use it to have like the border move or like other things. Now it's like you would put like a silly. Oh, I think at some point I had like a Takato digivolving as my anyway. Oh boy, that's an ad. I can't tell where the Flash videos are and where the ads are.
There's a new person. Hello, Mask. Yes, Cyber Sleuth. I know, nobody plays this game anymore, apparently. So, Dizzy says Clockmon is more ripped than us. I don't know, I'm pretty ripped. I feel okay. I feel okay. I'm not scared of Clockmon.
I don't think it's about being scared, it's about being jealous.
I'm not jealous of him. It's fine. This is.
I think the Flash player is broken.
Cool.
Which is a shame because, like, well, I should have archived these somehow.
Oh, Pixel, where do you want to go? Alright, great. To Jeff, of course. Clockmon and new ones here as well. So we haven't gotten to Royal Knights yet. We're still on chapter like 4, Mass. Oh yeah, see, I preemptively answered that question. This is chapter 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're pretty early.
I played up to chapter 19 before, so I know things.
Pixel tried to like run away with he like bit it and tried to pull it out of the computer. Tried to pull my headphones out of the computer.
How cute.
Adorable.
Cute, but also stop. Case closed.
Oh, yeah, I can't. Maybe if I load it in Chrome, get these Flash videos to work.
Yeah, I know things, Spirit Oracle. I know so many things. All useless things, but I know them. Yes, Cap? I'm gonna go under the blanket. Alright.
PhotoBucket is just like, I'm surprised it still like works and has all my things in it because it's just like, just seems like a hive of ads now.
Mass, I played through chapter 19. I feel like I know the biggest spoilers.
Yeah, I can't get these actually.
Summon this name, Jeffrey.
I don't know, maybe? They can download this.
Wow. Pixel, who is our cat, got fed up sitting on us, so he's just going in my hockey bag now. Alright, I see how it is, cat. Bye.
Are you new to this mission?
I think so. They just talk too much. I'm assuming beating Clockmon was the mission.
Okay. We're probably wrapping up soon for our stomachs.
Yeah, we're so hungry. I love Pete. Is his name Pete in Japanese? That can't be correct.
I don't know. Oh my god, I don't really have the tools to look into that. I don't think he's an important enough character that would have like a wiki entry or anything. If he did, I could.
I mean, I would love to know if his name was Pete in Japanese. If it is, that's great.
Oh, you know, I was saying that like Photo Bucket, there's no need for it, but I guess like there is Imager or whatever. Like Imager is basically Photo Bucket, but like allowing you to do it anonymously, and like it really Imager is like the modern Photo Bucket. And it's like the weird thing about Photo Bucket was you could have like your own bucket, and now there's like no need to have your own bucket. I mean, you can have your own Imager, but no one needs it.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat that because I don't want people who haven't played to. Share this. I can't
Not
figure out
gonna
how to
work,
get this.
Jeffrey. You can't make it.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it work.
Oh my god, the characters in this game never shut up. Renamon is max level. No, Tokamon is asking the tough questions that we're all wondering. Another Digimon invited me to try this Digiline thing. Do people enjoy this? No, they don't!
Calm down, Ashley.
I don't get to choose that.
Oh, for a second I started loading a different page, and I was like, oh great, I found it. It's working, but now it was an error page.
Pete's an important member of the team, so make sure we get along.
Oh, Pete.
I love Pete, he's so good.
Well, I want to keep looking into whether I can get these Flash videos working, because it is an important archive for history.
It's such an important archive for history. Okay, wait, let's go Digivolve Renamon. And then when we start the stream on Sunday, I'll forget what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to go find beans. That's cool. Whatever. What am I doing? Digivolve Renamon. See, I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing even immediately after I say what I'm gonna do. Alright, I guess we're Digimon. Let's go! Shelbemon. Nobody likes you, Digimon. Sorry to tell you those things.
I am publishing.
Jack's
4.5
publishing 404.5 because we are a Digimon podcast.
I told you I didn't record this 2 weeks ago and say it's going to be released in an hour.
It's totally did not. Wait, what is Digimon? I guess this is... I don't even know, guys. I just don't even know. Like fire type Digimon going on here. That's cool.
New episode out. Feed should be.
Alright, y'all, we out. We're gonna try Sunday, for real. Not in the dead of night.
Although the more it gets closer, the more people come in, so who knows?
I know, we don't understand. Maybe we'll start it later on Fridays?
You're
confusing us.
I was thinking like we could do like Sunday after. Oh, we're saying Friday. Yeah, maybe Fridays would start later.
Fridays start later, Sundays. What are we gonna do? Sunday services? Sunday service with Digimon!
Sunday morning.
Maybe
call it Sunday school?
Sunday school. Exactly.